Hello everyone, welcome to the first impressions for Scarlet Nexus, the demo. Before we even begin, I just want to say this music is gorgeous. Like, wow. If there's something I appreciate in games, it's really nice menu music. And this sounds really nice, so I'm already impressed. So yeah, so this is coming out for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox Series X and S, as well as by looks at the Xbox One as well. Comes out, initial release date is 25th of June, so this month coming up. So it's not long now. So yes, Microsoft Windows also has a Steam release. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. So just a quick, before we start, just a quick rundown on the story, from what we know already. So this is from the Wikipedia page. Set in the near future and an alternate reality where humanity develops technology and forms society based on the substances found in human brains. These substances also grant humans extrasensory superpowers. The Other Suppression Force, OSF, recruits members with supernatural abilities to protect humanity from the Others, mindless monsters descending from the extinction belt. So that's what we know so far. Also interesting is bollocks it's getting an anime adaptation which comes out in July. So that would be nice, especially because I actually do need to try and broaden the actual series I watch for anime, because I'm a bit too selective at the moment. So camera tracking. I don't know if we want to have this on or off or not. We'll have it on, but if it gets in the way, we'll probably turn it on to manual. Camera motion blur. Probably want to turn that off. Wait, so save changes. We've got the controls. So weapon attack is square, X to jump, circle to strafe and dash. Special attack triangle. So menu is R1, L1 is combo vision, PK attack is R2, and special object brain crush. Wow, brain crush. That's a hell of a move. That's L2. And change lock is R1, R. Okay. What does P? I don't know what PK attack refers to. I assume it's some sort of special move. Assault division, brain field development. Okay, I'll trust the game to explain this as we go through. Yeah, and so there's the regular Scarlet Nexus and Deluxe Edition available. Select the story to experience. Okay, so we can either go for the female character or the male one. Doesn't appear to have a name. I might go for the male one for this one. Oh wait, yeah it does. Okay, so Yuto Sumeragi. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have too much trouble without pronouncing names. He comes from a great family who are descendants of the founding father. Cheerful and optimistic, he's a young boy with an unwavering and kind heart. Having had his life saved by the OSF when he was young, he was inspired to join the OSF as a volunteer to be able to save others. He fights close quarters with a combination of quick sword attacks and psychokinesis abilities. Okay. And who is he then? Kasana Randall. Scouted by the OSF, she was an elite cadet of the academy. Always at the top of her class, cool, rational and indifferent to others. The only person she's opened up to is her adoptive sister. She's extremely loyal to her and she will do anything for her sister. She fights at range with a combination of ranged, multi-blade attacks and psychokinesis abilities. Okay, so we can either go ranged or up close. I feel like I might want to do up close more. Yeah, so we'll go for this option. So Yuto. Was it Yuito? It might be pronounced Yuito, maybe perhaps. Yurito Sumeragi. That's probably the best I could maybe pronounce the name. But yeah, we'll pick this character. Yeah, we'll do the tutorial. Well, the first thing I noticed when I saw the game was the designs of some of the characters when they've got, I guess, their uniforms on. Remind me of a Killzone Shadowfall. It's surprising because Killzone Shadowfall is not really a game you want to be remembered of, to be honest. It's not particularly very good, unfortunately. So move with L, camera with right, reset camera with R3. Okay, that's... So it feels a little bit off. Oh, no, it's L3 to reset camera. Oh, okay. I think movement speed's a little faster than what I would prefer. Do we have an option to fix that? Okay, so there's stuff at the top we can't edit. I assume that's going to be menus reaccessing the game. Maybe if we put the motion blur on, that might make it a bit better when I'm turning. Voice volume. One problem is I can't tick. Because one problem I've had with previous streams like Abzu was where the music in the recording just overpowers my voice. But it's not necessarily because you just can't hear me, it's more a case of it's just a bit... well, not necessarily unprofessional. It's like it just makes the stream sort of annoying. Because you've got these two sounds fighting against each other. But it should be fine as it is, I imagine. The one problem is because my headphones will give me the volume of the game. But because I can edit the volume on my headphones, it may not be what I'm hearing might not be as loud as it is on the stream, which is something I usually keep forgetting about. Yeah, save changes. So. I'm not sure if that's any different. There's still something that feels a little bit off about it. Good. So we've got some...
This is the final trial. I have to be ready. Stop thinking so much. I have to focus on what's in front of me.
So if we move slowly forward, we can walk, and then we can move to run.
I can complete this assignment. I'll be a member of the OSF. Soon, I'll be able to make my childhood dreams come true.
I think maybe what the problem I'm experiencing, maybe it's that it feels floaty. Notice it feels a bit too quick for the inputs I'm putting in. Might just be something I just need to get used to it. That, or just think about it. It might be this camera tracking, so let's turn that off. And see what it's like without it. It feels a bit nicer now. I guess because the camera's not auto-changing. What on earth are you?
I should be able to handle any kind of other with my psychokinesis power. Here we go!
Kind of look like some sort of doll of some sort. So lock on.
We did it! Let's keep this up.
So yeah, so this character's got both. He does have ranged abilities, then there's the psychokinesis. So battle style. He's using his power psychokinesis and his sword. The attack range of his sword is short, but he can overwhelm enemies with his fast attack. He attacks enemies one-on-one at close range. So his weapons attack with square, slightly charges the psychokinesis gauge. Use a mix of weapons and psychokinesis to dispatch enemies. Okay. So automatically attacking him will lock on. That's good.
Alright. Let's keep this up.
Hang on. The sword's, like the attack sound, just doesn't sound strong enough. It sounds a bit weak. So I'm gonna raise the sound effects, and hopefully that will make the combat feel a bit more weighty.
Alright.
The thing I don't want to do is make it so the sound effects then overpower the voice acting and the music.
There's a chance she would know something about her. I have to make it through this exam, no matter what.
Okay, so we've got some hints of some story elements there. I don't think there's anything I can grab in here. I'm sure I'm doing it. I'm pressing X and circle, square.
Let's regroup now. We did it.
You need to hold them both at the same time. It's not you like press X and square. You have to hold them both. For instance, if I press X and square, that's what the character does, but if I hold them both, so you can't just press X and then quickly square. It's like, it's awkward because it's some. So the best way to get it is just to hold both at the exact same moment, which is a bit not what I would prefer. Usually when you do combos like that, you just press the button and then the next one in quick succession, but that you have to sort of like hold your thumb over both X and square and then hold it, so it just feels a bit strange.
The exam should be finishing up soon. The instructor always said the most dangerous thing is being careless at the end.
Come on. We did it. Let's keep this up.
It seems to work though, the control at the moment. Press triangle while moving to perform sweeping moving spin attack. So triangle then move. Rush follow up. Oh, so that's what the PK thing is then. Hold R2. I know.
Here we go.
So what are these? Buddy? Wait, stop moving, what are you called? So a buddy rummy. That's a bit odd name.
Come on. We did it.
Okay, so what we do is that and that.
Let's keep this up. Here we go.
I do everything I learned from my training. I should be able to win. I have to.
So we're gonna hit him and then triangle will fill out
This is nothing.
it's best to wait for him to shoot his laser if he stands still. And don't run into it.
Not yet.
Yeah, because something like this with ranged attack would probably be really good. We've got this guy now. View tutorial again. I assume that's the end then.
This concludes the aptitude test.
So, Kikusiba, a place that seems reachable but not. There are... oh. Okay, here we go, here's the main game then. Or the demo. Deserted Merchant City. Okay, so you've got a team of 3. So with Gemma Garrison. Depends on how you want to pronounce it, whether you want to pronounce it the Gemma as with a G or with a J. And then we got Hanabi Ikujo. Because the problem is when I usually pronounce stuff, I usually pronounce it exactly how I see it. I forget that a lot of the time when two letters are together it can change the way they sound. So I don't know if I like the H and the I together it makes like an E sound. Let's have a look about. So 53 meters, I assume that's our distance between the objective marker.
This isn't the right direction.
So I'm just wondering whether there'll be like items we can pick up along the way. It's cool though, it's kind of got a bit of a cyberpunk vibe to it. Some more characters up here.
So, we're all here.
Captain Narukami, may I ask a question?
You don't have to be so formal. We call each other by our first names in the OSF so we can strengthen our bonds. Most of us don't look our age. Ranks are there just to calculate pay.
The OSF only values strength. Remember that.
That's the gist of it. So what was your question?
Right. Wataru isn't here yet.
Wataru is this platoon's operator. He'll direct us from headquarters.
My power allows me to communicate telepathically without the system's assistance, up to around 500 kilometers. That being said, it's a lot of work, so join the group. Open your personal port.
Team leaders will be Nagi, Yuito, and Sugumi. Each of you, listen to Wataru's orders and move to the designated goal. Try to take down any others along the way. Retreat is allowed if you think you can't handle it, but reach your goal. That's all.
Understood.
Okay. See you later.
Good luck.
Interesting style, it's sort of like a comic book. Sort of motion comic book for the cutscenes. I wonder if they're all going to be done that way, or if it's just for certain ones.
The teams are split up, but you can use Brain Talk to share information.
So we're in Gimmick. Have a floor. So, okay, so we've got some items as well. I'd assume then, because of the down arrow, that's how we use a selected item. Normalization tablet, light jelly. The tutorial doesn't even mention those things, so I'm a bit confused on how we're supposed to use them. So SAS. SAS is a brain-to-brain connection with virtual cable that allows you to temporarily use the allies' powers. SAS menu is displayed in the lower right-hand corner of the screen during battle. Pressing R1 plus OX triangle and okay. Each powers effect lasts for a limited time. So R1, okay. So he has okay, so this is the different powers from the different characters. So by borrowing pyrokinesis, flames engulf enemies and PK objects for the attack. All PKs, the kinesis. A weapon combos will have an increased area. Increases damage to the enemy and can cause burn states when repeatedly used. It is effective against enemies with oiled status. Additional effects will be added as your strength your bond with Hanabi. Okay, that's interesting. The fact that you can, if you actually make bonds with the characters, it makes these skills better. So it gives like a stronger reason for why you want to do that. So her one, pyrokinesis. I'd assume is the one on the right, the red one.
Why don't we attack it with pyrokinesis? Use SAS! Connecting through SAS hurts and feels weird. But it really feels like you're fighting together.
It sprays something like oil. Don't get it on you.
Oh, that was L2. So we've got teleportation, clairvoyance, and what on earth is the under square? Stereokinesis? I don't know how you even pronounce that. I've never seen it before.
Pyrokinesis will work on that one.
Yeah, to be a bit more precise than that, there's 3 of them. Oh, Yuto, is that his name? Okay. See, I was pronouncing it wrong. I was doing that. Nope. So it's triangle, circle. Oh, is that where I have to hold it? Yeah.
Let's keep this up.
Looks like the enemy dropped something rare. Let's go.
We did it.
Yeah, so the only rings I don't like is those 2-button combos because you have to hold it. Yeah, it's like it's fuck. Why do I have so much trouble trying to say things? You have to hold 2 buttons at exactly the same moment, so you have to like spread your thumb across them. So it can be awkward. I assume the more you play the game, the more it becomes easier to do.
Wait, there's a resource reading near here. What do you want to do?
It's like the ion cube from Subnautica almost. Environmental data item, some type of item.
Don't wander off. Don't go into heavily damaged areas. Understood. I'm good at reading the air. I mean, my power is aerokinesis after all. That awkward pause was...
Oh, it's a finisher. Okay.
My power too.
So hard to move with all this oil. Nice fire! You got this!
Alright.
I think there's something over there.
So we've got a light jelly. And disengage. I assume we now go up the stairs.
Oh, I have to water the flowers at headquarters.
Special object attack. Hold down L2 to consume the PK gauge and attack with special objects. Input the... Okay, I see that's just moving the thumbsticks close together.
Oh, I already did that. The seeds we planted in those pots are sprouting.
Nice recovery.
I know, right? Every household should have a dependable Kagero.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Wow! I had no idea you could use it like that. Your power is really great.
Try and find what they say, it would be important.
It's down! Give it everything you've got!
Now die!
What did I just do there?
We did it! Found a weak spot! Yeah!
Got some items and some experience.
Come on.
The oil's making me sluggish.
Let's keep this up.
See, that sort of slow charge down ability, because it locks you into a single direction when you use it, so I don't know whether it looks like it still damages enemies. I prefer it if you can actually turn while doing it. So we just need to figure out which directions we're going in. It's a bit linear at the moment, but I assume that's because this is a story mission. I assume maybe the game will be a bit more open. I hope it would be. But if not, it should be okay.
Focus.
What happened there? Brain drive effects. Activating brain drive comes with many additional effects such as increased attack speed, reduced psychokinesis gauge consumption, and reduced lifting time for psychokinesis objects, allowing for more expeditious fights. Display while it is active. This is about. I didn't even know we had activated it.
Alright! Looks like the enemy dropped something rare.
Oh, if you could do it at the exact moment, you can actually do their ability.
I guess I'm getting better.
What?
That attack worked. There must be a weak spot.
Does remind me a little bit of Xenoblade, particularly Xenoblade Chronicles X, because they had a mechanic in that where characters will tell you to use a certain ability of a certain colour, and then if you use it, it increases your bond with them. That's what it reminds me of. Get behind this then. I don't know how we get behind that fence. I have a feeling the item maybe wasn't supposed to spawn there. I'm curious to what that is.
This place is incredible.
The city is above and below us. It feels like I'm in a VR from a theme park I went to when I was a kid.
It used to serve as the connection base to Togetsu. The city infrastructure was destroyed in an other attack about 5 years ago. So, what you see is what remains.
Togetsu is the stronghold of the Togetsu faith, right? It's kind of like a cult.
Don't say that out loud. Kagero was a believer. He was even a priest at one time.
What? That guy is a priest?
Hey, you do realize I can hear you, right? Don't forget, our platoon's headsets are all connected.
Sorry.
No, don't worry about it. My parents were believers, so I just naturally became a priest. I don't care about the teachings at all. Now that Kikuchiba is like this, you hardly ever see people coming to Suo from the church anymore.
What's that drone doing?
Damn, they found us even though we were jamming them. Crows, Captain. So they sniffed us out. Look alive, everyone.
Crows?
And the press.
Guys, the crows will make a big deal out of this. Let's make it exciting.
The city vision projectors must be broken. They're pretty, but kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like they're looming up there.
So what? So they're like the paparazzi then have sewed up. No, an item just that sort of appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, I like the idea of the sort of cutscenes being like comic book panels. The only thing that's not too good about them is just how static the characters are.
Good.
Yeah, so that increases our health. As for this, I feel like this is going to increase our psychokinesis because it's the same colour, or similar. Especially because it looks like we can increase the psychokinesis gauge later. But I do hope this game is more open world in the final release because it feels like it would benefit from it. Just being able to get about and explore.
What does a Togetsu priest do?
Oh, are you interested in that?
No, not at all. I was just asking.
Playing hard to get, I see. All we do is spread the message. Souls return to the moon.
I didn't see that. What did you say? Souls return to the moon. That's the problem with showing this sort of dialogue during battle. You don't focus on the dialogue. You're focusing on the battle. I think G-Man Lives might have said a similar thing because I think he reviewed, what was it? It's one of the Half-Life horror mods. I can't remember which one it was, the name of it. But I think it's where you'd have characters talking to each other during battle. The problem is because it was during battle, you don't hear what they're saying because it's not what you're focusing on. I guess we can only hope the dialogue isn't important. But it feels like it's sort of just adding a bit to the characters. So I feel like I prefer that if it wasn't during like a battle. Like maybe if it's like when you're in like the hub instead.
It sprayed something like oil. Don't get it on you. The oil is making me sluggish. Hey! Found a weak spot. Yeah.
Because I hope we could get more combat abilities later on. Because we have got some other ones here we could try out. Just at the moment it feels like all I'm doing is just pressing square. Okay, so here we go. So, how on earth do you pronounce that? Sclerokinesis? Celerio? I don't know how you would pronounce that. I've never seen that before. This is the first time I've heard of this. You can harden your entire body and render enemy attacks ineffective. Okay, that actually sounds pretty useful.
Sclerokinesis should be effective against that.
Damage to outer shell confirmed. Keep going and break it.
Let's go.
No, come back here. Can you look, come back? Oh, wait, no.
Let's regroup now.
Oh, my ability ran out. I didn't see that.
Here we go. That was close.
Are you alright?
Use this. Rest a bit.
I don't really do anything at all. When we take its head, the sort of armour flashes. I don't know whether that means we can actually break it off. It might just because we're playing Horizon Zero Dawn and that's what works there.
I think I can break it if I focus my attacks.
Yeah, so I think we can break it then.
This is nothing. Let's regroup. Thanks, Nobby.
Yeah. What's going on?
Great job, Sugumi.
At this rate. Is everyone okay?
Time to use this.
There we go.
Put the pressure on. That must be its weak spot.
I don't know if there's actually a way to target the weak spot itself. It just seems like we just happen to hit it when we attack it. I don't think it's like it seems like X, where because in that game you could target individual parts of a monster like its limbs. So I think they made it available so you could break like weapons off of like mechs and stuff.
Keep this up.
So yeah, so slightly. Well, I would have preferred the combat to be a bit more, I guess, substance to it. Because we are experimenting with the SAS abilities, but it just feels like you just pretty much just press square majority of the time, and just press triangle whenever like psychokinesis is low, especially because it's a much slower attack. So really you only need to use it when your kinesis is low. Teleportation. Oh, okay, so this is how we probably get to that other one then.
We'll be able to move forward if we use my power, Yurito.
Yeah. So that's how we get that item earlier on. Would have been nice to have known that when we found that first one.
Let me borrow this.
Oh god, it's another one of these guys.
Great job, Sugumi. You lit that one up.
Yeah! Let's go!
God, what happened there? This script.
Damage to outer shell confirmed. Keep going and break it.
Yeah, we are experiencing this with the camera. The only one we have— ooh, Christ! The only ability we haven't tried is clairvoyance. So it doesn't appear you can actually target a weak spot, it's just your character will just attack it every so often.
Not yet!
Successfully breached shell. Attack now!
Yeah, so I assume there's going to be an upgrade where we can so it's like, so every time we attack a creature we do like a better, higher chance of hitting a critical strike. Yeah, I didn't do a good job of explaining that.
Go, Yuito!
I think I see how we get to that now. Oh no, we just jump.
I can still fight!
Yeah, if I did buy this game, it's probably not something I would stream. Because it just feels more like one of the ones you just play and sort of like switch off. At times it feels a bit like a button masher. From what I've played so far, I'm a bit conflicted whether I'd buy it. Maybe not at full price. I'd probably wait and see more like what the general gameplay will be like. Clairvoyance. Invisible enemies. You can see through poor visibility conditions such as fog. Perfect dodges are easier to execute. Okay. Allowing to trigger a powerful read attack by performing a weapon attack circle immediately after. Yeah, let's give that a try.
I'm using this, Segumi!
I can't see it, but the other is still around. Use SAS to find it.
Let's regroup now!
Try to see if I can get the dodge thing to work again.
This is nothing!
Just in case, no, that doesn't seem to be doing it. Oh, it's because we haven't got clairvoyance.
Good.
They didn't do it there either. Oh, okay.
Not yet!
That design was kind of creepy with like how the legs were formed. Oh, clairvoyance isn't. Come back here. Like, the sounds are good. Like the things that monster, the sounds unsettling. Yeah, I'm not too fascinated with the monster designs at the moment. Not really doing anything for me.
I've been using Brain Talk since I was a cadet, but it still makes me uneasy sometimes. I worry that someone might hear everything I'm thinking.
That won't happen. It's not telepathy. I can't read other people's thoughts either. Don't worry.
Here we go, that's the read attack then.
Now die! Come on!
Do it!
Sounds like there's another invisible enemy. I can hear its feet clacking on the metal. It just feels like there's a lot of places we just can't go. It just sort of like funnels us down this like one singular route. So that's why I do hope it's not all going to be linear like this. So does it, because it just also doesn't feel like there's anything to do in the levels other than kill the enemies. There's nothing really we can interact with or anything. It does feel a little bit dull.
Oh, Yuito's team is the first to the objective.
Nice going.
Yeah! Hey! Do you hear something?
Good instincts, Yuito. I'm getting other readings nearby. No. Wait. This is a major other. Captain, Tsugumi, a major other has appeared at the objective.
Major others are others that have killed OSF members in the past.
Captain!
It'll take a few minutes for the rest of the teams to arrive. This may be rough for rookies, but hold out. Yuito, Hanabi, look alive!
Okay, so actually are action cutscenes, you know.
I guess we've got no choice. Hanabi, let's go!
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, this thing looks kind of cool. And other appears.
This thing does look pretty
Duncan Perry. So what, was this a
We
person?
have to have a plan to fight it. Oh, look up there. There's some material laying down. Yuito, use your psychokinesis to slam it down on its head.
Okay, got it.
We need to practice timing. Yeah, we need to get it over here. Come on then, come under this.
Come on!
I assume I have to wait to be directly underneath it to allow me to use it. Come on, go over to the right.
Everyone, get back!
Yuito, the other is covered in oil. So if you use my power, you can turn it into a big fireball. Nice fire! You got this!
Nice. It's burning.
would be nice when you do that charge ability with holding down triangle. No, triangle and circle. It'd be nice if it had some sort of effect, like, you know, it's fully charged, like Breath of the Wild. Otherwise, we don't know if it's actually ready to use.
Don't get worked up because it's a major other. Keep your eyes open. You especially, Yuito. Your power.
I know there is sort of an effect it does.
Don't focus only on the enemy in front of you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, 'cause it's directly underneath it now, but we can't use it. It has to, like, leap onto them. So it's more that these are more scripted than actually using them.
Let me borrow this.
Oh wait, we can use the teleport to attack as well.
A member is in danger.
That was close.
How do I heal teammates though? Oh, they're all... Okay, I thought it said alter, so I was confused what that would have meant.
Use this.
That must be its weak spot.
Let's regroup now.
It doesn't even have to be directly underneath them.
Did we do it?
Are you okay? All of you, stay back or you'll get hurt.
Victory! The Scarlet Guardians have won! So the hero of this fight is, of course, Private Yuito Sumeragi, who took down a major other on his first assignment. Congratulations, Private Sumeragi. Let's hear from him.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
I'm glad we were able to defeat the other.
Your first victory on your first deployment. Was it satisfying?
I can't answer you very well myself. Please, ask the commander.
Septentrion 7th Class, Captain Seto Narukami. How did Private Sumeragi do?
Both Yuito and Hanabi fought very well.
The fact that Private Sumeragi was put under your command, Captain, must mean that the top brass thinks highly of you.
That's something you'll have to ask my superiors about. We're pulling out. The mission doesn't end until we get to Suo. Keep your eyes open.
Understood.
So I'm not sure. It is confusing because you've got the Mosen comics, but then you've got the actual cutscenes. And to be honest, looking at it, I think I might just prefer the cutscenes instead. That was cool. We got a sort of music video at the end. Hopefully I don't get copyright thing for it. Gonna be honest though, that demo didn't particularly interest me in wanting to buy the game, especially not for full price. It's a special object item in the demo in the full game. I'm conflicted because it looks like it could be have promise, but at the same time, that the gameplay just didn't do much for me. I'll wait till it comes out, especially because it's just a demo. So it even says at the beginning the full game might be different. But yeah, I'll wait till the full game comes out and then I'll have a look. Especially because considering I want to get rid of the PS4. I imagine that I wouldn't buy it then, I'd wait till I get a PC. Especially because then it might be easy because you got the keyboard, you got more room for controls. But yeah, so the trailer caught my interest when I initially saw it announced, but I don't think that demo did much for me. So yeah, I'll be skeptical for the full release just to see. Because it feels like you could have some fun with it, but it doesn't feel like something I'd enjoy a whole lot. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream though. Hopefully maybe there's some people who will watch it and want to give the game a go. But yeah, I'll wait on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Coming up next for streams wise, there may be one for Ghost Recon Breakpoint because they currently have a free weekend. I believe till the 1st of June. Let me just clarify that. Whereas a bit of it seems to suggest it's May 31st is when it runs out. Yeah, so the 31st of May is when the free weekend for Breakpoint expires. So I may do a stream in that time, it all depends if I enjoy the game. But yeah, that had finished installing during this stream. Other than that, I think the next one, the main one we've got is Prey. Then I imagine Horizon Zero Dawn as well after that. Maybe a Subnautica one, but I need to wait and do some item gathering first. Maybe try and find some fabrication plans. But thanks for watching.